Welcome to ScreenCrush, I'm Ryan Airy. Spider-Man No Way Home broke the multiverse, and Doctor Strange will have to deal with the ramifications in Multiverse of Madness. The teaser of this movie raises so many questions, like what's the deal with the evil-looking Doctor Strange? And what's causing the madness in the multiverse? We're going to do our very best to answer these questions. What's clear is that the events of No Way Home are definitively part of the reason. That's why Steven needs Wanda's help. But there is something far bigger going on, and we might have figured out the mind-blowing secret of the Multiverse of Madness, and it's that Doctor Strange will end up clashing with versions of himself from different universes.
Things just got out of hand.
One thing before we begin, full disclosure, I am aware that there are major leaks for Doctor Strange 2. I didn't read any of the leaks because I don't want to ruin the movie for myself or anyone else. So everything in this video is purely speculation for Multiverse of Madness.
Don't cast that spell. It's too dangerous. Why? We tampered with the stability of space-time.
The event that's going to cause the madness in the multiverse is probably everything that went down in No Way Home, where Doctor Strange broke reality 4 different times. First, by botching the spell that was meant to erase Spider-Man's identity from the world. If Steven didn't contain the spell in time, the universe would have ended. The failed spell brought all the villains to his universe, as well as Amazing Spider-Man and Cool Dude Pastor Peter.
I'm back! I'm back!
After the magic box thingy blows up, the universe almost ended then and there. You can literally see reality shattering. Then Strange sent all the villains and the Spider-Man back to their universes, but not before the baddies were cured of their crazy. So does that mean that the villains were sent to the moment of their death and they will die as sane people?
Oh.
Does it alter their timelines where they are now no longer villains, which is basically Doctor Strange creating countless branches in time? Either way, this is serious tampering with the natural flow of time. And finally, Doctor Strange changed reality once again by erasing the existence of Peter Parker from everyone's memories. People don't just forget that Peter is Spider-Man. It's as if Peter never existed in this universe. How is the spell still affecting anyone who knew Peter before, other than their memory? For example, does this mean that all of MJ's moments with Peter never happened? Are all those years just gaping holes in the timeline? However it's going to be explained, things are not looking good for the timeline. All of this will have to be addressed in Doctor Strange 2, and based on the teaser, it's most likely what's causing the multiverse and the madness.
Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
Steven is becoming reckless with his power since he performed the first memory spell without hesitation or even thinking about the consequences, despite Wong's very clear warnings.
Don't cast that spell. It's too dangerous.
And it wasn't even the first time he used that spell. I mean, Wong is doing kind of a lousy job as the Sorcerer Supreme, isn't he? Seriously, these guys are proving that Mordo was actually right.
You still think there will be no consequences, Strange? No price to pay. The bill comes due. Always.
So, Doctor Strange.
Hey person, you doing okay?
Yeah, Doug, I've actually just been really low energy lately. See, I was drinking 4 cups of coffee every day, just trying to stay with it. But then I realized my problem wasn't caffeine, it was...
Dumbledore?
No, why would it be Dumbledore?
I don't know.
No, my problem was diet, so I started using a daily dietary supplement called AG1 by Athletic Greens. They're the sponsor of this video. Now, you wouldn't believe the difference. It has 75 different ingredients, including vitamins, minerals, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens. I mean, we've had a lot going on this month with Hawkeye, Spider-Man, Matrix, Boba Fett, and I've been working crazy hours. But AG1 makes my day so much easier. Not only does it give me more energy throughout the day and make me feel better, but it also supports my immune system. So for me, that's a game changer. I've been shut in for 2 years, and my immune system is still getting used to being out and around people. It's also very easy to use. You just need 1 scoop of the powder, you put it inside 8 ounces of liquid. Doug is super into it. I also like to add some of this vitamin D supplement, which helps support my immunity during the darker winter months. And then you shake it. It's actually delicious. And it's just that easy.
Say, that is easy.
So if you click the link in the description, you will get a free 1-year supply of this immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 travel packs. Just click the link in the description to get started on your first purchase of AG1. So far, the universe was in the safe zone because of its existence in the sacred timeline. Everything that happened was meant to happen. But that safety net is gone because the sacred timeline merged with the rest of the multiverse. And the spells in No Way Home didn't affect just one universe. They affected others throughout the multiverse.
That in the multiverse there are an infinite number of people who know Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And if that spell gets loose, they're all coming here.
But our Doctor Strange isn't the only one who broke reality. Strange Supreme reversed an absolute point in time, and by doing so, he destroyed his universe. The bill will be paid, plus interest. And that's where the evil-looking Strange comes in. Now, we have a mind-blowing theory about this Dark Strange. At first glance, most of us will guess that it's Strange Supreme from What If. But I'm not so sure about that.
There is another.
The last time we saw him, Strange Supreme was in his pocket universe protecting reality from Killmonger and Zola. Now, while I'm sure we will see Strange Supreme return at some point, I don't think that it's him in this teaser. This is a completely different version of Doctor Strange from another universe, and this Dark Strange is a member of a group that protects the multiverse. Let me explain.
Hold on to your butts.
In the teaser, the two Stevens meet in what looks like the New York Sanctum, but there is a vortex-looking thing in the background. It reminds me of the pub where the Guardians of the Multiverse meet in What If. When Party Thor opens the door, he's almost sucked into a vortex. This sanctum could be at a place that exists between universes. Also, it kind of reminds me of He Who Remains' office. So here's my idea. There is a group that is composed of alternate versions of Doctor Strange, and they all protect the multiverse.
Doctor Strange.
All right, look, my name is Dr. Stephen Strange.
Things just got out of hand.
Now, not all universes were lucky to be protected by He Who Remains, so other versions of Strange had to find ways to defend their own realities. So they learned about the multiverse and met each other and formed an alliance. Basically, this group is sort of like the TVA, but instead of preserving the sacred timeline, they protect the multiverse. Let's call them the Strange Council.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
Sort of like the Council of Ricks. Though I am basing this idea on the Interdimensional Council of Reeds from the comics. The Council of Reeds is an alliance of various versions of Reed Richards from different universes. They formed a group that is meant to protect the multiverse. But since Doctor Strange is the one dealing with the multiverse, and Mr. Fantastic's introduction in the MCU is just years down the road, it makes as much sense if Marvel goes with this direction. And this doesn't mean that all of the Stranges will look like Benedict Cumberbatch, because we just saw how the multiverse can give us 3 Peter Parkers who look completely different from each other. In theory, everyone in the multiverse should look the same, but I guess having 6 or 7 Cumberbatches can either be really awesome or really freaky.
How many of you are there?
As many as are needed!
I'm not sure if this is actually going to happen in Doctor Strange 2, but I'm very excited to see what alternate versions we could see. Here are some cool ones. Doctor Strange who has a magical Iron Man suit, one who killed Thanos years before the snap and now has all the stones, another who was seduced by Dormammu and is drawing power from the dark dimension. Or imagine a version that became the Hulk, because why the hell not? And of course, we got to see Doctor Strange from Spider-Man 2.
Doctor Strange.
That's pretty good. But it's taken.
Unless.
Let me know what other versions of Doctor Strange we could get down in the comments. Now, this council protects the multiverse. They keep tabs on threats to reality and even save some universes when it's needed. But somewhere along the way, they got too extreme. They don't compromise, no place for empathy, just cold, calculated logic. Now maybe some of them are using the Infinity Stones, specifically the Time Stone, so they follow determinism, much like He Who Remains. After the events of No Way Home, it's going to be very interesting to see how Stephen reacts to the Council. Strange used the same cold and calculated logic, deciding to send all the villains back to their universes, even if it means they would die.
But we can't just send them home to die!
It's their fate. You can't change that any more than you can change who they are.
This is why he fought with Spider-Man. But by the end of the movie, Strange decided to do things Peter's way. But now, Stephen's going to face the consequences of those choices because he tampered with the flow of reality. And that's exactly the type of thing the Council was working to prevent. They could be aware of Strange Supreme, and no one wants to repeat his mistakes.
I was wrong,
You were warned.
I know, but the world shouldn't pay for my arrogance.
So when Stephen meets the others, they might recruit him to their Strange group, or warn him about the threats to reality, or perhaps punish him for his recklessness. I could see the others scolding Strange for not appreciating the wonders of the sacred timeline.
I got something for your ass. Don't someone mess with time. You don't with time, mother.
Each spell in No Way Home made things worse. Things spiraled out of control, and the universe was this close to being torn apart just because Stephen didn't think about the price of messing with reality. The Council's determinism might feel cold, but we're talking about the stability of reality, the fate of countless lives and universes. You can't leave something so important to chance or negligence. This makes Steven's clash with his other versions so interesting, because there's no real right or wrong here. They all want to protect the multiverse, but their methods are polar opposites. The question of what is Doctor Strange's responsibility as a hero compared to the defender of reality. These two seem to align, but as the events of No Way Home prove, sometimes doing the heroic thing can lead to devastating consequences. This has the potential of being as emotionally powerful as Civil War, because whenever heroes clash over conflicting ideologies, you get gold.
We may not be perfect, but the safest hands are still our own.
But if this conflict isn't complicated enough, let's see how Wanda fits into all of this. In the teaser, we see Strange fighting a one-eyed tentacle monster in the streets of New York. Now, the creature sure looks like Shuma-Gorath, the same tentacle monster from What If. However, that monster in the teaser might be Gargantos, who in the comics is usually a sea monster. But in the movies, Gargantos is likely a minion of Shuma-Gorath. The spell in No Way Home might have created cracks in the universe, opening the door wide for Shuma-Gorath. I would guess that America Chavez is there to warn Strange about Shuma-Gorath. Maybe she saw the ancient being destroy other universes before. She has the ability to open portals in between universes, and that's probably how Strange and Wanda will travel between these universes. Shuma-Gorath will be a threat, but not the main villain of the movie. And that brings us to Wanda.
I need your help.
With what?
What do you know about the multiverse?
Steven will recruit Wanda because he'll need her help to battle Shuma-Gorath. And with the help of Miss America, that's America Chavez, they will travel the multiverse, possibly to confront Shuma-Gorath on his home turf. But Wanda will end up being the very reason for the madness in the multiverse. In the post-credits for WandaVision, we see Wanda learning from the Darkhold, and then she hears her children calling for help. What's likely happening here is that with her chaos magic and the fractures in reality, Wanda is hearing Billy and Tommy from another universe. They were created by Wanda in her universe, but because of infinite branching timelines, there must be a universe out there where Billy and Tommy are real. And once Wanda realizes that she could be reunited with her kids, nothing will stand in her way. She lost so much already, she can't lose her children again, even if it means destroying a few universes and altering reality.
Scarlet Witch is not born, she is forged. Your power exceeds that of the Sorcerer Supreme. It's your destiny to destroy the world.
This will lead to a fight between Doctor Strange and the Scarlet Witch. Now, it's possible that the Darkhold is messing with Wanda's already fractured mental state. Maybe Shuma-Gorath is behind it, using Wanda's chaos magic to open more fractures in the universe. Or maybe it's Chthon. He's this ancient god who created the Darkhold, and he's the reason why Wanda has chaos magic. Or it could be Nightmare, or what the hell, maybe it's Sidorak, or it could be...
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast!
Oh no! Oh no, it's him! Honestly, at this point, we're probably going to see Mephisto show up in a DC movie before the MCU. But I think Marvel's going to want to keep it simple. So, no one's going to be influencing Wanda, just like in WandaVision, it's all about her own choices. The Council will come after Wanda because her existence in other universes is also a threat to reality. Her chaos magic is too dangerous, and she's basically a living Nexus event that can rewrite whole timelines at will. I mean, there's no telling what the Scarlet Witch's limits are. Think of the event House of M from the comics.
In House of M, Scarlet Witch created a new reality where mutants were the majority and Magneto was the ruler. And Scarlet Witch was forced to take action, whispering the words, "No more mutants," causing over 90% of mutants to lose their powers.
Strange would like to help Wanda while the Council will attempt to kill her, and if they go after her like that, she will go insane, especially if her children will be in harm's way. So yeah, I guess this could end up being a magical civil war, where Steven is the Steve of the story and Wanda is his Bucky, while the Council is Team Iron Man. I think that this story will be so much more interesting than just having Strange and Wanda fight Shuma-Gorath or some other big CGI monster.
Big monster!
So hopefully, by the end of the movie, Steven, Wanda, and everyone involved will evolve as characters, as they all accept their roles and responsibilities in their universes. And since there's always the looming threat to the multiverse from Kang, I can totally see Strange and Wanda forming their own little team to protect the multiverse, alongside Loki and other heroes from different universes. This will be a great way to bring in some of the What If heroes into the movies.
You are the guardians of the multiverse.
Now I admit, A lot of this speculation is very ambitious, but Multiverse of Madness has given so much potential to so many great characters and stories. This movie needs to have everlasting consequences on the multiverse and the MCU. So what do you think about our ideas in this video? What versions of Doctor Strange do you hope to see? Let us know in the comments below or at me on Twitter. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe and smash that bell. For ScreenCrush, I'm Ryan Airy.